Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, October 26th, and it's roughly 10 in the morning right now. Just getting settled, I guess you could say, to start my morning reading. I have my pre-workout here, and I'm wearing my workout clothes. Excuse me, I'm trying to clean it up a bit here. I just fed my sourdough, so black clothes and flour doesn't really go together. But I wanted to go ahead and feed it really quick so that I can make some waffles for the kiddos for breakfast. But anyways, I thought I would bring you guys along. I'm about to do my little devotional. I'm reading this little devotional here. It's the Illustrated Words of Jesus for Women daily devotional, and it's like a coloring type of devotional. Getting started here on my reading for today, and I thought I would bring you guys along. I love being out here. I really like having the opportunity to come out and take some time to myself out here in my backyard. We recently bought this furniture where I can come and relax and start my day. I don't get to do this very often, but I need to get in the habit of coming out here. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. I have like a small tree here near my fence, but we get a lot of birds here in this area. As a matter of fact, that reminds me to fill up the bird feeder. But I just love coming out here and listening. We have a lot of finches that come in this area. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I think it might be the finch. But anyhow, I like coming out here. And right now I am currently working on my twist and turns shawl. I hope that you guys like being outdoors and all the distractions and noises that come along with that. Let me show you guys where I'm at on my shawl. I like bringing this out here either early in the morning or late at night to work on this because I like how I can use it. I can put it on if I get a little bit chilly and still be able to work on it. So I just grab the side I'm working on and I just knit and then turn it if I need to. They got a party going on over there, the birds. I don't know where I was because I kind of got mixed up from what I've shared on my Spanish podcast and what I've shared on this podcast. I need to put like specific color markers, but I have completed clue 3. So this is the clue 3. Okay, on both sides. Here I have some stitches on hold. I have started clue 4 since I last saw you guys. So here's I got to be careful because my needle and my cable has a small cable on. So this is the clue 3, and right now this is how much I have on clue 4. So this was the part that was on hold, just like it is on hold over here on this side. That's where you end up picking up to start clue 4. And clue 4 is basically going to be the wings. You're going to be finishing off the wings, and it seems like we're attaching this long piece as we're going. So that's what I'm currently working on right now, my Stephen West shawl, just as I was listening to some music and doing my devotional and spending some time out here. My kids are already awake. They're just enjoying their Sunday morning, and I thought this would be a perfect time to record a little bit. And I never even introduced myself. I'm so sorry. I just jumped on this unexpectedly. I will have my information here on the screen below, but if you're here watching me for the first time, welcome. I'm glad you are here. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a hot mess. And if you're joining me here again, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Maggie is currently playing with one of her toys. Megs. She's currently playing with this very dirty Christmas tree because she's been wanting me to toss it for her. And that's the one that's squeaking, so my apologies. I should have put it away, but now she's waiting for me to throw it for her. This dog just loves fetching. She loves fetching. And she'll grab it and just leave it here on the side of my chair. Anywho, I'm already getting distracted. Yeah, as I was saying, welcome back to those that are joining me again. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm excited to be here one more time. And oh, hi. Yes. Okay, I'll go make some waffles right now, okay? And my kiddo's ready for breakfast now. I'm about to make them sourdough waffles like I was mentioning to you guys earlier. But anyways, my name is Olympia. I'm glad that you can join me, and you can find me on Instagram under these pages. I have my personal page where I share what I'm knitting on. Rarely do I share stuff about my personal life, like my kids and stuff. I try to keep that out of social media, but I try to post what I'm working on or when I upload a podcast. And I also have my page for my bags where I have some of the bags that I currently have on inventory. I'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end. And yeah, thank you for joining me here today. Like I said, I'm currently working on my Twist and Turns shawl from Stephen West. And I think this was the MCAL from 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes to show you guys some of my other projects, see if I can record really quick here for you guys. But mommy duties call first. I'm gonna go feed my kiddo and I will be back. I am back. The kiddo changed his mind. He did not want waffles. he wanted to have a Lunchable instead. And I was like, okay, what the heck? It's Saturday. Usually I have those reserved for when we go like out and about and we don't like get a chance to have lunch, kind of like as a last resort type of thing. But I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to struggle with him. Anyways, so let's get going. This gives me an opportunity to continue recording. As you guys can see, my hair's a mess. I'm a mess. I don't tend to like put makeup very often, and being very honest with you guys, most of the time I don't wear makeup, so sorry if I'm looking like a mess. Been dealing with some insomnia lately, so yay. I started taking a supplement, so that seems to be helping, so fingers crossed that it does help me out so that I can get some good rest and look refreshed. But this is my natural beauty. This is what you get. And yeah, let's get going. Hey, so let's get going with finished objects. And I only have one finished object. Technically 1.5 if you count half of a sock, or one sock, half of a pair. And I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that SoCal Fiber Fair is coming up here soon, next month actually. And my friend Rosie was asking me if I was going to be going. I was still undecided if I was going to be going. I want to go. It's just that it falls on the day before my birthday, and one of the days is actually the day of my birthday. And I wasn't too sure because I don't know if I'm going to do anything to celebrate, if we're going to do anything to celebrate my daughter's birthday, because her birthday's like the next day, the very next day after my birthday. So my birthday's on the 24th of November and hers is on the 25th of November. So yeah, it was still undecided, but I made my mind up, and I'm gonna go. We're gonna go on Saturday, the 23rd. So the fair is the 23rd and the 24th. So I'm gonna go on the 23rd with my friend Rosie, who got us tickets. And yeah, so usually when you buy the tickets, they have a hat pattern, a beanie pattern, because they try to get together on the day of the fair and take a picture, like a group picture with everybody who knit their hat. Last year's I didn't make it. My friend did make her hat. I was kind of like, not sure. I don't know if it's like the pattern, the colors that I see in the pattern, that I'm just kind of like, I don't really feel like knitting it, or what. But I wasn't planning on knitting it, the one that was for this year, because I felt the same way, like it wasn't really calling my attention. But I ended up deciding that I was gonna go ahead and do it and use some of my scraps that I have. And I played around a bit with some of my scraps, tried different color combos, and I forget how much I enjoy doing color work. And it's even better when it's a small project, you finish quicker. And that is my finished object. So this is all scraps. Let me tell you guys a little bit about it. This is my beanie, and it's called Moving Right Along. I'll put the info here. I don't believe it's in Ravelry, and I'll put the designer's name here. I know that the designer has a couple books. She does a lot of beanie patterns based on like national forests and different like areas that she visits. Pretty neat, pretty cool. I have never knit one of her patterns. This is the very first one. And I did notice that this pattern is not on Ravelry when I created a project page. But this is what it looks like. This is my version. It has like, it's meant to have like some little like flower looking like motifs right here. These right here. But I feel like these gray parts don't really go the greatest. But it was intended to go with this color, which is looking more like a red here on the camera, but it's more like a pink, like a darker pink. And I started using it here. I was like halfway done this motif with this color on the inside, and I just felt like it wasn't popping like I wanted to, and it was like meshing. You couldn't really see much because this color that I'm using here has some of the pink. It's a different tone of pink, but still it was like getting lost in there, if you could see a bit. So I quickly frogged back and I used this gray that I had. I'm still not like 100% sold on it, but I went with it because I was trying to use what I had for my scraps. This is all scraps of wool, 100% wool yarn, and this is how it turned out. I would say it was easy. It was easy to knit this. I love this combination of the white and black color here. That, as a matter of fact, this makes me want to make a sweater with these two colors. And yeah, that's in the works. That's on my mind. I actually have two projects now in mind that I can make with those two colors, and maybe I'll talk about that a little bit later. You can see that the ribbing has two different colors. That is because I didn't have enough of this pink if I was going to be using it throughout the hat. Based on the hat pattern instructions, it said if you wanted the ribbing a little bit longer so that it could cover your ears good, you needed to have a little bit more than what the pattern was asking for in that color, and I did not. Now, I didn't know that I wasn't gonna end up using it here, so I added the gray. I kind of feel like I don't want to rip back because it was bottom up, to try to remove one of those two colors. And yeah, see if I can insert a picture here because I don't feel like putting my hair down and and trying the hat on from the Spanish recording that I did. I think I have a picture that I can insert here so you kind of see how it looks. But yeah, this is my finished object. I guess almost finished because I want to add a pom-pom. I know this is something that I talked about in my other video in Spanish, that I had 3 options of pom-poms and I'm in between 2. So far everybody is leaning towards one color, but I want to see what you guys' thoughts are. So the first pom-pom here that I have is a white, and it kind of got cloudy here for a bit. It's the white one. As you can see, the color that I have here is not white. It's like an off-white creamy color. So that's how it would look. Second color here, which I feel like goes a little bit better with the off-white color, is with this pom-pom, because they're more of a similar color, and then it has tips that are black. So this is how it looks. So option 2, or just go with the black pom-pom, which is option 3. Here it is. So what do you think? Option 1, 2, or 3? Let me know in the comments, and whichever one wins, that's the pom-pom that I will put. So I was in between these two pom-poms. Option 2, option 3. Let me know what you think. And this is my finished object. And like I said, it was all scraps. I don't even remember. I know some of these were from Knit Picks, from one of my cardigans that I did early on when I was a new knitter. This one's from my all cable cream colored sweater that I tested last year, if you guys remember that. And yeah, I am excited, and I want to do all the things color work now. And this is in a cute little bag that my brother and his family did for me. And I don't know, maybe the cricket, I don't know what it would be. It's not like, it's like lettering that's printed on the fabric. So it says love, and then it says my name. Super cute. That's where I'm housing that one on. But now I can kind of, you know, put things away as I did show you guys. Weave in some ends inside and attach the pom-pom. But I'm gonna wait to see what you guys say in the comments. So let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's move on to my half finished object, which is a sock. I will go ahead and put a picture here, and this is the Wyatt sock that I'm making for my mother. I have finished one sock, and I promptly started the second sock, and I am almost like maybe 10 rows before doing the heel, because I have been taking it with me to work out as I started getting back to working out. And that's my half finished object. Alrighty, that takes us to works in progress. As you have seen already, I'm working on my twist and turns, which I showed you guys earlier in the video. And I started losing steam on it because I'm like, ugh, I gotta do how many repetitions of this and then go to the other side, and yada yada. But no, I'm forcing myself to work on it at least 2 times during the week. So we will see how it goes. I think I just need to set myself like a limit, either pick it up 30 minutes each morning and work on it, or what, so that I can get ahead. But I also have some deadlines on some projects that I will talk about here shortly. So it's like, do I work on this? Do I work on those? And yeah, so, and I really like the philosophy of Tracy, um, from, oh my goodness, I blinked on the podcast name. But Tracy, she's in Canada. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Sorry, I just realized that I increased a stitch somewhere here. And now it's like this little hole. You see that little hole? I increased a stitch right here. So I gotta fix that on the way back. Anyways, Tracy from, is it Grizzly Knits? I think it's Grizzly Knits. I'll put it here. She was talking about, like, you know, having a lot of projects and how now she's like working on one sweater and she won't cast on another sweater until she finishes that sweater. And she's doing the same for each category. Like, you know, if she wants to cast on a shawl, she needs to finish whatever shawl project she has on the needles before casting on for each category. She's doing something like that. And I'm like, maybe I should do something similar, because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects that I'm showing you guys. Yeah, 6 projects that I'm showing you guys. 2 of them are shawls. Hey, Mags, be nice. 2 of them are shawls. 2 of them, 3 of them. Okay, I have 2 sweaters or pullovers and 1 cardigan. So, I mean, you could say I have 3 sweaters going for myself if you include the cardigan as, you know, as a sweater. And then I have 1 sweater going for my daughter. So if you add all those, you could technically say I have 4 sweaters going. But children's garments should be in a different category, right? So it should be 1 sweater going for me, and then 1 for my kids. Maybe my husband also in a different category. No, that's gonna put me in the same predicament, right? I'll have a sweater going for each one of my family members. Anyways, I have 4 sweaters going right now. So yeah, I gotta finish some things here soon. All right, so yes, this shawl is my first work in progress. Let me go ahead and move on to the next shawl since we're talking about, you know, categories. 1 second. Okay, so that brings me to my next shawl project, which I have here in my Monarch bag. I just love this print. I love butterflies, I guess. I just feel like it's so cute. So cute. And I love anything that goes with black. So this is my Campfire Cozy shawl. Let me get it out. And this one I'm kind of like working on it when I go to church early in the mornings before church begins. We go early because my husband's in the music ministry and so am I, but sometimes he needs to practice before church, or we have, you know, things that need to be done before church. So I take this and I work on it during those times. Let me try to fix it here. Oh man, wrong day to wear black, huh? So I'm just kind of, you know, playing around with the sections to kind of see how wide I want the sections to be. So this is what it's looking like. Oh, my lighting here is horrible. because for once I don't have like the sun hitting me. That's because I'm sitting in a different section here. All right, so the last time you guys saw this was right here where we have that little butterfly. That little butterfly marker. I had just started the garter section, the second garter section right here. And then now I ended the garter section and I'm starting another of this stitch section with this sequin yarn held together. I don't really like how it gets kind of messy here on this one. It's actually looking pretty good, but right now it's all this is about to come off of here and it's a nightmare. When this one kind of gets tangled, it's a nightmare because the sequins kind of grab on. But anyways, the plan on this one is I'm not going to do a section this wide. So I'm going to do, maybe I'm thinking 2 more rows of this patterning, and then I'm going to do another garter, and then I'm going to do a thin garter section, and then another thin section with this. Do something like that before I start doing just the knit stitch at the bottom and to cast off. So this is how much I have left. I'm just gonna go and go until I feel like, hey, you know what, now it's time to start, you know, casting off. So we will see how many sections come out from that, but I am loving this. I'm loving working with this yarn. I actually have like a burgundy red color that I got that I want to make either the Emery vest by Hohi or a shrug, a Saturday shrug. I think that's the worsted one. So yeah, it's definitely not going to be my first one of these. And that's where I'm at on the Campfire Cozy. Let me go ahead and move the marker because I always forget. And now that I showed you guys, and I already showed it off on my other video, I can go ahead and move it. And there it is. I have mismatched markers here, but every time I get to the middle and I'm like, okay, I need to remember to switch out the markers, I forget. So I have this cute little like lemon slice, I have this cute little heart, and then now the butterfly progress keeper that I put on there. So this is where I'm at on this one. I'm really enjoying knitting this pattern. I get compliments all the time at church, like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I get a lot of compliments at church when I'm wearing my my shawls from specific ladies that I know would appreciate a shawl. So who knows, maybe I'll be making some shawls for some people here in the future. As of right now, I need to get some things off my needles though. But I am enjoying this pattern. This pattern is by Espastrico, I think is how you say it. And let's put this back. Gotta be careful how I put it back because I don't want this one to get all messy. All right, and it is pretty bulky, but it fits perfectly in this bag. And there's still quite a bit of space. Here we go. I have some gum container in there, and I have some pain cream down here, so that's why it's kind of like weird on the bottom. There's space because those two things are at the bottom. Oh man, I broke my nail. Oh no. Oh, I hate when that happens, but at least it like broke off kind of like even-ish. As a matter of fact, I have my little container here with my nail stuff because I was gonna do my nails. I have this one product I use. It's called Nail Boo. It's like going on a tangent here. It's like a nail polish that you use with a powder, and I've really been liking it. My nails last about 2 weeks before I have to fix them. Sometimes I can go even longer depending on the color. But yeah, now I'm starting to get a little hot. And I'm currently wearing my cardigan by Joji Locatelli. I think it's called Cabin Life, maybe. This is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and stand up. Maybe that's why I'm hot, because I have this shawl on my lap. And I look funny because I'm wearing shorts. But this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys recall. I don't think I had let me move this. I don't think I had a podcast back then, but I was very intimidated by cables, and for the longest I resisted doing patterns with cables until my mother, my sweet mother, who also knits, but she's like a once in a while, once a year knitter. Not like me, that I take my knitting everywhere. She wanted to make a cable cardigan, and I was like, Mom, maybe you should do something more simple, you know, for a beginner, because she is a beginner, as she doesn't have much experience knitting, doesn't really knit very often, and when she does, she'll do like a beanie or a scarf. And yeah, long story short, I bought the pattern for her because she was adamant that she wanted to do this pattern, this cable cardigan. This was a couple years ago, 2019, 2018, I don't know, it was a couple years ago. She has not finished her cardigan. She has not finished her cardigan. I finished my cardigan. I love it. I fell in love with it when I finished it. And recently, she actually asked me if I could finish her cardigan. And I was like, Mom, you need to work on it, because she's an extreme tight knitter. And I am a very loose knitter. I'm like, this is not going to turn out great if I pick it up and do it. So we'll see if I can convince her to pick it back up. If not, I'm considering on finishing it up for her so that she can enjoy this cardigan. She had it, I think, almost to the sleeve separation, or I think she had already separated the body in the sleeves. So, I mean, it should be way easier now. I even translated the pattern for her in Spanish. And yeah. And the other thing is that she does her knits through the back loop. She knits through the back loop. So her knits come out looking twisted. Which is not the first person that I see that does that. That is Hispanic and learned how to knit many years ago. And surprisingly, they do the knit stitch backwards through the back loop. And they always thought that that was the correct way to do it. So there's a lot of things to consider if I pick up this project from my mom, that I don't want to have to be like thinking too hard while finishing a project. But if I have to constantly remember, like, knit through the back loop, or knit tighter, mind you, I would have to try to get gauge to meet the same gauge as her, because I'm a very loose knitter. She also knits with straight needles, so yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try to see if I can motivate her to pick it back up, and if I have to like come over and be like, okay, we're gonna work on your sweater 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you know, at least a couple times a week. I'll see if I could do that, but who knows? We shall see. I'll keep you guys updated. See, tangent. Okay, let's move on here before I start chit-chatting again. Let me show you guys my cardigan here. I am not going to be trying these on, so I will try to snap pictures from my other video to include them here, just for the sake of time. This one here, is my Maema cardigan, which I have in my little bag, and it still fits in here. Let's get this baby out. This is the Maema cardigan by Pippin Pin, and I have split for the sleeves. Okay, this is a mess express here. This is what it's looking like. Here's my sleeve stitches. Last time you guys saw it, it was right there. I was just knitting straight. I guess I can try on one side carefully, not to overstretch it too much. But this is what it's looking like. Okay, so it's almost to the bottom of my chest area, and of course I have all this entanglement going. So this is what it's looking like. Okay, this is the, I don't know what kind of stitch is this. It reminds me of brioche, but I don't know if it's half brioche or it's not fully brioche. And this is where I am with the sleeve. I have a second marker here because this is where I showed it on my last video, or the Spanish video that I recorded a week ago maybe. So I've already gotten ahead about 1.5 inches there. And the back has this same stitch, but I'm not going to fully try it on because I have it on shorter needles. And this is a pattern by Pippin Pin, if I didn't mention that yet. And I'm loving how it's looking. It's so fun, huh? How the yarn is pulling, the colors. This is going to be my first fingering weight cardigan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and totally needed in my wardrobe. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the marker here, okay, on the back section, so that I know that's where I was when I showed you guys. And I just attached the second ball not too not too long ago. I just noticed that I have a drop stitch right here. You guys see that? That's a drop stitch. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the second ball of yarn. Good thing I have some stitch markers, some light bulb stitch markers here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that stitch because it's on the sleeve, so not until I pick up the sleeve stitches am I going to be able to fix that. How did that happen? No clue. Okay, it's on there, it's safe. Now I should probably just do like a double take just to make sure there's not another one. That probably happened when I was slipping stitches onto waste yarn. And I feel like these leaves are going to be a little bit on the wider side, so I need to decrease if the pattern doesn't decrease, because I don't want them to be too loose. Okay, there it is. There's my Maema Cardigan. Let's put this away. I have some nail polish over here. Okay, putting it away now. And we move on to the next work in progress here, which is my next sweater. It's surprising how much can fit in a bag. Look at all this free space still. Okay, next project here is my dragon scales sweater. I'll show you guys a picture of how it looks when I tried it on the other video. And this is in my black and white colored bag with the leather bottom. Love that bag too. I like the leather bottom bags. Okay, I want to take this sweater to the fair. I know last year I took my orange ranunculus and I got a lot of compliments, and people were surprised when I kept telling them it was acrylic yarn from Hobby Lobby. And yeah, this time I want to take this one because I don't really see many projects that have beads unless I'm watching a video from a Chilean designer or a Chilean podcast, because beads in knitting is very popular over there. But over here it's just like starting to show up that I am aware that I've seen. So I think this will be a nice sweater to take to showcase the beauty of using beads, even though it can be a bit of a headache, and to showcase other designers that we may not be familiar with. I do have a couple more projects that I have yarn for and beads for that I want to make, but maybe I'll do a video of like dream knitting, show you guys what patterns I already have yarn for and I'm dreaming of casting on. Unless Squirrel passes by and I see a new pattern and I get it, like it's happened a couple times already. Okay, next pattern here. This is my daughter's sweater, which is the Bean and Olive sweater by Andrea Mary. And here it is. How cute! It's like a light gray color with this light in between, like lavender, pink, purplish yarn. I don't have the names of these colorways. I don't think I have the tags here, that's why. Okay, I have one tag. Oh yeah, this purpley one, it's a Hobby Lobby yarn that I had gotten on discount, $1.49, way back when they would do their sales. I didn't even use half of a skein of this purpley color. It's called Plum Pudding, and it's the Baby Bee line, the Sweet Delight line that I got for this sweater a long time ago. And this is how much I have of the gray. I think I have like one or two more balls of this color. I think with one more it'll be enough to finish the whole thing. I gotta measure it on my daughter. She's tried it on already. It's fitting good. Maybe a little bit on the bigger side, but that's fine because kids grow up so quickly. And I'm trying to finish this for my daughter's birthday, which is in November, like I told you guys. So, but these two sweaters that I just showed you guys have a deadline. One for the so-called Fiverr Fair, and this one for my daughter's birthday on the 25th of November. So, I mean, I'm almost there. Kid sweaters go by faster. I'm trying to have myself focus and work on it a little bit more. So, I'll be done with the body soon. I'll be picking up for the sleeves, and hopefully I can get this done for her. And that's how that's going. I also have the adult version, which I have yarn for, and my son has also asked me for this sweater for him. And I also have yarn for that. And this sweater, I'm entering it in the knit along that Rose Opal Knits has for Andrea Mary patterns. I'll put the name here of their knit along, and I know they're running it through Discord. They're always running knit alongs. So if you like doing knit alongs, check them out. I know several of my projects, the cardigan as well is in one of their knit alongs. Bust Your Stash knit along they have as well. They have a couple ones, so definitely check them out. This brings me to my next sweater, which is a new cast on. I know I have no business casting on new things, but what can I tell you? I get distracted by cute things, beautiful projects, beautiful patterns. And just within this last month, I might have purchased I don't know, maybe like 5, 6 patterns. All right, that was my daughter trying to show me something that she's watching. She's very big on, Mommy, watch this. Mommy, check out this. Let me show you this. And even though it's like, maybe it might not be funny or whatever, it's like hilarious to her. Anywho, I casted on this sweater. I enjoy this designer's patterns. I know she's, well-known designer. But I have several of her patterns, and I've knit several of her patterns. I like them, I enjoy them, so I had to get this one. And this is Hohi Locatelli. I know I'm trying to branch out and try new designers that I haven't tried, but it's like when you find something you like, somebody's style that you like, the way they write patterns, you kind of just tend to go back to them. And this is her newest sweater, which is called Cake Pop sweater. And this one, I have it in my Daisy bag, which is black and white. And you should see the outer of this bag. You see all that fuzz? All that fuzz is from my yarn. From my yarn, and also from the wool shawl, the white one, because I had it in this bag for a bit. I need to clean it from the outside because black attracts fuzziness so much. This sweater is so fun. Let me show you. You're not going to be able to appreciate the lace because it's kind of like bunching right now because it has a lot of like fan lace to it. But I have separated for the sleeves. Yay for worsted weight sweaters. I have about 1 inch knit past the sleeves, and let me kind of stretch out a bit so that you can appreciate the motif, the lace. It just has this lace like fan type of motif all over. I wish you could see this yarn in person. It is beautiful. It's a light gray with all these like flecks and tweedy neon bits to it, but in person it like pops big time. This yarn, let me tell you something about this yarn. This is a yarn that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it's 100% acrylic if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the tag here, but it's from their I Love This Yarn line. And when I went looking for yarn for this sweater, I wanted to find something that had some tweediness to it. and I found this yarn here. I think it's called like Fun Confetti, something confetti. Super fun. And I got it when they had their yarn on discount. And I'm just loving the softness of this yarn. I noticed as I was looking for yarn that not all their acrylic yarn feels this soft, only some of them. And yes, I went and I was like touching all the yarns, the ones that caught my attention. I would feel them, because that's my problem with acrylic yarn. I feel like it's very plasticky in my hands, and I feel like it makes my hands hurt a little bit more, my wrists hurt a little bit more. So I wanted to get something that was on the softer side, and I am loving knitting on this yarn. They actually have a navy colored one with like tweed colors and primary colors like red, yellow, green, and I think that would be lovely. But I decided to go with this one for this sweater, and I'll probably go back to get the other one to make another project, maybe like a vest or something like that. But yeah, I was very shocked. I was very shocked that I found this one. I am definitely going to be going back and getting some more yarns based on how I like the feel of it, of these acrylic yarns, because acrylic is so much easier. You just toss it in the washer, you can toss it in the dryer, and it's not much to it, right? Of course, I probably won't be doing that with this one because of the tweediness, but still, like for kids knits, it's perfect. And I have this in my huge daisy bag. I have a lot of room still on this for my sweater, and that is my last project. We made it, guys. My kids started jumping on the trampoline, so my apologies. And my cup is leaking. Thank you so much for watching me. I'm going to be moving on to a little bit of life update, if Maggie lets me. As you guys know, I've been struggling with my health. I am looking so much better. I'm feeling so much better. This flare-up is finally passing on, and I'm hoping that it was just a flare-up. I still don't have lots of answers. Waiting for appointments with several specialists, including the neurologist. I am taking new medications, giving them time to work, and something that I had shared on my Spanish video, and one of the reasons why I have my shop on discount, I'm offering the 25% discount, is because one, I need to lower my inventory. I haven't had chance to really sew a lot because my health has not really permitted me to be sitting down for a long time. When I do sit and work on that for a little bit, I really enjoy it, so I'm hoping that I can get back to it. So sorry if you've been waiting to see what else I put together. Hopefully little by little I can get back to that. One of the things that I wanted to try is, because I'm trying to do other alternative stuff to help me feel better. Can you try not to move too much? Supplements, other forms of like treatments, tense units, massage, and lots of different things to kind of help me navigate these issues. One of the things that I was looking at was spinal decompression, not surgical spinal decompression. So I've been looking to go through that route. Unfortunately, it's not something that my insurance covers and that most insurance covers. So it's something that's had to be like out of pocket, and it's not inexpensive. So that was something that I was looking into starting. I have officially started doing that treatment as of last week, the beginning of last week. And it's 20 sessions that I am going to be doing for my neck first. And then hopefully I can do the same for my back. And in the week that I've been doing it, I've been seeing a lot of improvement, The first couple of days was a bit rough there, with the numbing that, you know, I experience on a day-to-day basis. But I'm hoping that this is really gonna help me out so that I don't need any surgical intervention, because I'm really trying to avoid that. So I want to make sure I do whatever I can, so that at least I'm at peace that, you know, I've tried many different things and surgery would be my last resort if it gets to that. And yeah, that's what's going on. I will keep you guys updated. I have officially started that treatment of spinal decompression on my neck. So it's requiring me to get treatments like every day, basically, on this special machine, special like bed that I get on, and it begins decompressing my spine in that specific area, along with some other forms of therapies that they do afterwards, and adjusting me at the chiropractor's office. That's pretty much it. I'm still homeschooling with my kiddos, and we're trying to take it one day at a time. I am enjoying my Sunday walks still, and little by little starting to get a little bit more active physically. So thank you so much for your thoughts, your prayers, and comments. I really appreciate them. I really love hearing from you guys, where you're watching from, your hellos. So that is it. I will let you guys go because one of my neighbors must be working on their roof. So they're doing a lot of hammering right now. And my apologies for this choppy, interrupted video, but I hope you enjoyed it either way. And I will see you guys next time. Remember to take some time to do something for yourself and enjoy doing something that you love. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.